This week, David is pissed off with the industry. I am done with the industry, and Jammer likes country music. So, let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friends, my co-host. We have David. Hello, David.
Hello, how are you doing today?
It's been a while, hasn't it, sir?
It has been a while. You know, somebody apparently was too busy to do the podcast last.
Yeah, I was busy getting fucking old, and I feel it as well.
Welcome to the 40s Club.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy 40th birthday, by the way. If anybody wants to drop Tom a DM somehow.
Or some money.
However, our money. Yeah.
Or his Amazon wish list. If you want to buy some off his Amazon wish list for him, that'd be a good gift.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. And hello, Jammer.
Hello, guys. Hello, David. Hello, Tom. How you both
we're probably going to have Chloe drop in at some point this evening, she has said. So let's hope for that.
And also, we'll have my wife drop in. And she's
my
going
wife?
to bring up... She's... Jesus Christ.
My wife.
You can't help it, can you? Usually it's Chloe, actually.
He ruined it, didn't he? Let's be honest.
She's going to bring in her own little thing. It's not Facts of Wife. It's something to do with Reddit and a story on Reddit. But there's quite a lot of YouTube shows or whatever that do that kind of stuff, and it's always very fascinating. But I thought we give it a try. Now, she will be coming in live with her own microphone and her own thing, so it won't be like us sharing the mic and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so we are a trucking podcast. Let's talk about trucks. You know what? I was watching a video there of a guy, and he was basically saying how getting paid per mile. Now in America, we get paid. Most of us get paid per mile if you're an over-the-road driver, which means you basically get paid if you have if your run is 1,000 miles. Well, you get paid for 1,000 miles. All right, and usually it could be between like 30 cents and $1.50, depending on what kind of contract you're on, if you're paying for your own fuel or not, and all that kind of stuff. But his thing was that the truck driver is the person who gets screwed. Is the only person in the trucking industry who can get screwed. And he was bringing up everybody, as in like, you got your dispatcher. Doesn't matter what the dispatcher does. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, what he said was everybody else's mistakes. Your paychecks relies on everybody to make good decisions and not screw up. All right? That was basically what he was saying. And so, yeah, and he listed it off. Like your dispatcher, he can do a crappy job. He's still getting a paycheck. You're the one who's getting stuck. The people who don't clean the fuel islands or whatever, and their fuel breaks down or whatever, as in like... you know, you're the person who can't drive anymore, so you stop making money, you know? And it just, list kept going on and on. You could have a really shitty mechanic working on your stuff. He's still getting paid. You're not, because you're waiting a little bit longer. And it went to everything, too. All the bad management at a warehouse who's making you wait for 8 hours or 10 hours or even 2 days, which has been the case for me. And we're the ones getting stuck. And the company might actually pay you a little bit compensation if you are waiting too long, but that's only provided you got to your appointment on time. Is the thing.
I bet it's after 2 hours as well, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of times you get paid hourly after 2 hours, but sometimes, but the company, they're still getting their money. The company that you work for, they're still getting money from whoever. It's just, it always leads down to the only person who is not always 100% going to get paid is the truck driver. And it sucks. And as well, when we're put into these circumstances, it makes us become unsafe. Because, well, let's say you're at the dock for 10 hours because you're waiting for that one pallet, and that was the most important pallet to show up or whatever, you know, because you're waiting on another guy to show up. And now you've been awake already, you know, like 10 hours or something, you know, if not longer. And then you're kind of still expected to drive like 500 miles if you have that left in your day, if that's an option, because you've actually already had your break too. Because after 10 hours, you're good to go. But I wasn't sleeping for that 10 hours.
Yeah.
So
on POA, just waiting around, ain't you?
I've been in that circumstance. I actually ended up kind of breaking down one time, and I just kept going from one shop to the other shop to waiting to get towed, waiting to get this fixed, and all that kind of thing. The whole thing went like 10 hours, and I'm like, the only way I'm going to get this delivery on time is if I actually drive now, which I had to drive like 8 hours and then take another break, and you know that way I actually got to basically deliver at the end of my day, at the end of my hours being up. And what really sucked is I made it on time. I fucking made it on time. I was so proud of myself, patted myself on the back. I was 2 hours early. I went to sleep. I woke up 6 hours after my appointment. I passed out. I was practically on drugs. Now, they were at the time. At the time, they were legal drugs, meaning I bought them at the gas station. It was ephedrine, and back then you could just buy them, and
Oh my
they're
God.
basically, I don't know. I think they're basically like crack or whatever. But when I first started dozing off when driving, I do remember my eyes getting really heavy, and so I took one, and then when it was time for me to go sleep, I couldn't sleep. I was just like my eyes wide open, just like, come on, go to sleep. Eventually, I think after like 3 or 4 hours of me like trying to go to sleep, I did finally get to sleep. But then then I had to wake up and drive tired the next day again, and eventually I got my appointment. But whatever. Again, it's just that we're put in really shitty situations. I didn't. Like, we could reschedule, but I think I had to deliver Saturday morning, and they weren't receiving anything until Monday morning if I didn't get there. But it was they did take my load. They did, but
it's funny enough. Actually, this leads on to my topic quite nicely, or it incorporates my topic.
Well, before you say that, though, can we just? Is there a saying for that? I think there's a saying. So, ball and chain would actually come in with this. Where does this come from? Where does this word come from? If the wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning. Is that what it is?
Maybe. That sounds about right. That sounds like it could be something.
You know what I mean? If they ain't turning, you ain't earning. So I was thinking like a ball and chain thing there. Like, where does that come from? And I think it might be that. The wheels ain't turning,
I actually haven't heard of that, but as in like it's kind of I like the rhyming. I do love a good rhyme.
I think I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
As in what?
With the podcast? Oh, finally, we can stop. Oh, I can actually plan my weekends out now.
Yeah.
Oh,
with trucking.
Oh, yeah.
Trucking as driving.
Yeah, I'm done. I think I've reached my limit. I cannot do it anymore. This company has made me hate truck driving.
You've become jammer.
It's honestly so this. But what's happened? Don't get me wrong. It's going on for that same thing because it's not just the fact that it's all the shit. By the way, I apologise to anyone who is just waking up to this podcast. You've waited for however long for a podcast, and you're like, oh fuck yeah, finally! And this is the topic we're coming into. You listen to it at 4 o'clock in the morning. You're like, oh, this
you're
is
used
not
to it
what I need.
100% talking about truck driving.
But
show. Yeah,
the boss isn't happy with me because a gearbox broke on the truck. A gearbox of a 10-year-old truck.
But how's that your fault? That's wear and tear, right?
Well, it's not.
Good maintenance
because I was the driver and I was the one who broke it.
But not for the last 10 years.
Well, doesn't matter because it's worked fine until then. But Jammer, it's worked fine till then. It's only when I've got on it, it's broke.
Yeah, you drive a car, your tyres, they need new tyres.
I know. Be honest, so there's that.
Who is this guy?
But so I've been on a signalling job, which where you work with a crane and you do all of that. I've been on it for a little while now. It's been a cushy little job. It's been all right. It's not been the most amazing fun, but it's it tied us over Christmas.
Jobs are supposed to be fun.
It's it's one of them things, and So one of the lads, we were setting up these steel beams, 40 kilo steel beams, and I'd got them all put in a sling, ready to go up, and I come back and they'd for some reason unwrapped it because they didn't know if it was all in there. They wanted to check, even though I checked it and made sure it was all go. That's my job as a slinger to make sure I'm sending them the correct stuff. And so I kneel down, and he's put all this one piece on this other side of the pallet, and I says to him, "Can you put that back on, please? Because I'm not picking it up again." And he's picked it up, he smiled at me, and just chucked it. And I'm right next to this thing, and it has clanged with such a huge amount. I felt myself go deaf immediately go deaf. And
okay.
I was struggling to fucking hear. All I could hear was just ringing. Fucking, like, massive. Like, all I could hear is this. And I had something called, what they called, was it audio shock or something like that? Basically where, like, because
the army lads get when
it's basically, yeah. It's because I was in an enclosed space, and the fucking thing's echoed off the back wall, and it's just basically hit me full force.
Bastard.
So I had a fucking headache. My jaw was hurting. Every symptom. And so I'm like, I said I can't hear. He says, what do I do? And so the lift supervisor says, well, you're gonna have to go and report it and just say. And I said, that's fine. I'll go and report it. So I reported this thing, as I'm supposed to. It's an injury in the day. I got injured.
Riddle.
And
yeah.
So the company that I reported it to, who was the main company, they started investigating it. Then my company started investigating it. And then Nestles, who we're working with, who the customer is, started investigating it. So there's 4 companies investigating it. And I've been pulled into the office up at hours and given the 5th degree about this because I've not fully followed procedures and this and that and the other. And don't get me wrong, I should have reported it to them. But I just reported it as basically it was like a thing. I actually had to go to hospital. I got put on steroids for it.
Jesus Christ.
So it's something that was actually quite serious. I could have lost my hearing. I still have tinnitus now, and it happened 2 weeks ago. I can still hear the ringing now from since
but your
then.
health surely has to come first, right? They should be more concerned.
Because the way
it
felt,
they don't have feelings.
Well,
no, this
the
is
way
money.
the way it's felt was that I'm at fault for reporting it.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah. That's the way. Everyone's been like, I could tell. Everyone's just been fucking off.
Okay,
with me.
they didn't actually say those words. This is the feeling that you're getting.
Yes. I got told by one of my bosses.
The ombudsman, mate.
Got told by one of my bosses. Well done for fucking that job up. You had a cushy little job and you fucked it up. And I have, because I'm on steroids. It turns out steroids makes me, feisty, shall we say? So I have flip shit. I nearly dragged someone down the stairs, and I do not get angry. I'm not. There's a reason people call me BFG. I don't get that way. I'm a 7-foot man, and I don't get angry. They cleared them stairs quite quickly. So I had maybe lost my temper a little bit too much, but I kind of just felt like I got pushed to a limit.
But that's just.
I don't know. I didn't actually do anything, but I was gonna. I was shouting, because I just felt like, and all it's felt, and like I say, it was not just that one there. I got told that I fucked it up. No one said anything about the fact that this lad threw something. I was the one who got injured, and
did he throw it because he was annoyed at you because you didn't want to pick it up with the?
No. He threw it because I asked him to do something.
Yeah,
and he didn't like that.
He didn't like that. Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? I actually didn't on the accident form. I didn't say he threw it. I say he dropped it by accident.
Oh, that's nice
because I still didn't want to get him in shit, even though he fucking injured me. I still didn't want to get him in shit, so I've intentionally done that. But I don't know, and it just made me think about all the other stuff that's happened in my career, and it's this thing of they want you to push and go beyond what you are, but the second that you say anything about I'm not comfortable doing that, you're instantly the bad guy. You're instantly the one that, and you're kind of the enemy, and you become the enemy because you've stated something that I don't feel safe doing that, and it makes you feel uncomfortable pointing out when stuff that is happening is wrong. It makes you feel like you're in it. And it was that was a kind of a realization, because part of me I like the idea of health and safety, but there is no such thing as fucking health and safety. There isn't. There is only making sure. There is no such thing as health and safety. It is all fucking bollocks.
No, I think
all it is to make sure that the company is safe, and they can say at the end of the day, well, we told him not to do that. It's not our fault. That's all they care about. They do not care about you as a person. And this company has disillusioned me. Before I went into this company, I felt like the world was full of good people with a few bad eggs. And honestly, it's the other way around. I genuinely feel the opposite. And it is something that has crushed me. And I genuinely feel like I don't know I don't know what to do with myself with it. Don't wrong. By the way, this is all doom and gloom shit. I do have a positive part of this. Like a kind of I know where I want to go. I know where I am, but I also know where I want to go. But I don't love trucks anymore, and I hate that they've done that to me. I truly hate that they've done that to me.
We've had those conversations before where I've been in that place, Tom, and you've told me how pretty it is, and I've told you sometimes, mate, you've got to look around. The only people care is about themselves, their own little bubble. You just see them on the road. They've got to get somewhere. They don't care about anybody else but themselves. And what you've just explained there as well was a lot like HR. You think HR's there for you. They're not. They're there to protect the company.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why we get into unions, and big bosses hate unions, because there is a court of law. You are protected legally, that your company has a safeguard against its employees. 100%, you did the right thing. I would definitely be contacting solicitors and getting involved with that, because you cannot be penalised for showing that there was a problem. They need to fix that problem so it doesn't happen again.
Oh, it's not just that, but it's also GDPR stuff as well, because they were discussing the fact that I had hearing loss on the stairwell to other drivers.
You should be given compensation. There should be compensation there. If I had an injury at work, I would be claiming compensation.
What's that DDR thing you said? What's that mean?
GDPR. It's data protection, basically. They can't go discussing your medical records. They just can't. That's not allowed. But what can you fucking do? What can you do? Like, I mean, end of the day,
make a YouTube
comes
video,
down to,
and hopefully the internet will help you.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, don't wrong. By the way, Gavlar's put up saying I refuse to drive a lorry because it stunk of cigarette smoke. I've done the same thing. And again, you feel like you're the problem. You feel like it's not about. I'm sure they bollocks the other driver in that situation, but I bet you they were more pissed off with him for not driving the truck.
Of course they would, yeah, because the customer.
Because in a day, he has caused them a problem, whereas the other guy hasn't kicked up a stink and hasn't said anything. He's just smoked in the cab. It's this driver here. He's complaining about the state of the truck and this and that. And the other. He's just whining. He's just moaning. It's not. I wouldn't fucking get in the truck and smoke. What would you?
It's against the law to smoke in a truck anyway. So any dickhead smoking in a truck is breaking the law anyway.
Yeah, really. You know, there's a couple of I wouldn't say scenarios. It's a couple of versions of stories that you'll hear. All right, you got your what your company will say, this, that, and another, and then what other truck drivers will say about certain situations. Like, let's just say where you're too tired and you don't want to do that. One version will be from the truck driver who'll say, "Oh yeah, if you turn down that, good luck. You will get shitty loads for forever." Now, here's the thing. A lot of times when people give advice like that, maybe they had one situation, or maybe they heard a story. It could be like, Chinese whisper. No, it's not called. Is it called Chinese whisper? It was called Chinese whisper in Ireland, but I think it's called something else in America. But anyway, but that might not have been the case. See, I was always, because I don't really talk too much to people who actually work for the company. I'll talk to company drivers and stuff. You know what I mean? But I was always afraid to say no, because money was just really, really important to me. It's important to everybody, but it was this. We needed every penny. Just, I get in my head. I had to work as hard as I possibly can, and I always felt like I was getting some really good loads because I never complained. I just kept doing stuff and all that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then some people will say I was a little whiny when it comes to stuff. I'm like, why am I sitting here? I don't want to be sitting here. I want to be working. You know what I mean? I like the whole squeaky wheel gets the oil kind of thing. So I was that as well, but I would never turn something down. Anything that I ever did, well, it definitely benefit the company, but it benefit me as well. Now, but the company would say, "Hey, if you're ever tired, we'll sort you out." All right. But I never put myself in the position, really, not till later in my career, where I'm not doing that. Fuck off. Well, it didn't actually matter if I said that. I didn't matter. It didn't matter really. As in, it's just like a lot of times you're getting bad advice from people who really shouldn't be giving advice because they're not the best. They're kind of biased in the situation where it might have screwed them up because maybe they were lazy or maybe they did it way too often. They're telling their side of the story. You know what I mean? As in, I just found that yes, companies, they love money. There's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? As in, I found that. If I was working for the company, dude, why'd you fall out of your truck? As in, well, I was doing you weren't doing the 3-point contact. Do you know how often we tell you the guys to do the 3-point contact? You know what I mean? As in, seriously, we can't force you to do anything, but then you guys get injured because you didn't do 3 points of contact. As in, but a lot of times drivers don't do what they're supposed to do. I'm not saying you didn't do it. All right. I'm
Yeah,
not saying any
yeah.
of that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, as in, like, you hear so much from drivers' perspective, but you're only getting their version that makes them look better. You're not getting, like, I definitely have never, I've definitely didn't tell the whole story when it comes to stuff back in the day or whatever, you know what I mean? As in, like, now I know that I was a whiny little bitch, you know, but before, you know, it was like I thought I was justified in saying what I was saying or whatever, and, like, you know, but I don't know. That's just, I just saying that to some people, when they're getting advice from truck drivers, you're getting from their perspective. It may not be exactly how it will actually work if you did do this. You know what I mean? And that's kind of sad. I did find that the company I worked for was very good at, when eventually I did start, like, complaining about stuff. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll hook you up right away, and boom, boom. I'm like, oh wow, really? I was put on workers' comp. You know what I mean? I was actually getting paid more per hour than I was actually as a truck, you know, because they basically averaged your how much you made in a week, and they chopped it into 40. I'm like, oh wow, I'm like $40 an hour. This is awesome. You know what I mean? And all I have to do is sit in the truck, because they wanted you to. You still gonna have to work though, but we're gonna give you a job that's really easy. You know what I mean? So I just want you to sit in your truck at nighttime and just see what happens. In other words, they knew you were going to go to sleep. You know what I mean? And that was it. You know, but again, there was, like, so many situations where it wasn't what the driver said. It was basically what kind of reality was. But anyway, that's just some companies, not all companies. And
So on that, at this spot that I'm currently at, I don't know how much to say this, but fuck it, we're going to anyways. I'm angry. Outside this spot that we're at, he's gone now, but there was a previous guy that was our point of contact to the place, and he was very old school. And so we went in doing stuff like with the telehandlers, where we had banksmen at all times. We had this doing the whole thing procedurally, having gatemen whenever, like, the crane was on work, and this guy kept wanting us to kind of. Oh no, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Go and do this. And we got to the point where, and there was a few points. In fact, there was one specific one where we had the telehandler squeezing down a gap of like 6 inches at either side of it, while people were walking around it with a load up in the air, and the crane's going. And as a banksman slinger, I'm watching both of these things. The gates are fucking open. People are wandering all over the place, and I'm trying to stop people from coming up and down this scaffolding, because we've got a load overhead. And I said to the crane driver, I said, "Fuck me, this is dangerous." I said, "This is the sort of day people get killed." And so he's gone, because he fell out with the health and safety guy. No idea why that could be. And over the past few days, the other point of contact has been making sure that we're doing all the stuff correctly, making sure that if there's people in the CDM area, that like the telehandler's not allowed to operate within that. So just kind of making sure it's all done properly. Mm-hmm. And with that, it does feel like the culture has shifted, because it's gone from being, oh fuck, we really haven't seen this, to just this is how it is, this is what we're doing, that's fine. And I think beforehand, what was happening was there was a very bad work culture, and if we had the gates open and it was in, and CDM manager would come in and be like, "What the fuck is going on?" and we'd just get shouted at. And that was it. Then it was just basically blamed for what was going on. But that wasn't us that had created this situation. That was this other guy who had created this situation. We're just making the best of it, trying to do what we can here. And I think that there is a kind of a work culture element to it, where I don't know, where I think a lot of it, because management has such a big impact in it, and a lot of the time they're so willing to shout at you, but not willing to actually show you the right way of doing things and to take that time and care. They just want to blame someone. And I don't know. It's like the 3 points of contact. I bet you the managers, when they get in and out of the truck, I bet you they're not using 3 points of contact.
Well, you see managers walk around without eye visors on, but they expect you lot to wear them.
Exactly, and this is it.
Yeah. So managers at our place, they walk around with no eye visors, no PPE, no shoes, boots, anything like
PPE?
that. But then
I know this is common for every
protective equipment.
Okay, thank you.
Basically, you must look like this picture, and it's a guy wearing all the high vis and stuff like that, so you can be seen, visible, and obviously working with the parts that we're working with. Boxes open up, break disc, or they fall out the box, land on your toes, broken toe, you straight to the hospital, whatever. Then you have to do a write up.
Gotcha.
One guy out to help the other day, older guy, smacked a wishbone straight into the top of his head.
Sorry, what's a wishbone?
Fucking hell.
Like a bottom arm. So underneath your truck or car, you've got it's like a wishbone sort of shape, metal. Then your track rod end will go over the top, then your hub and your wheel. So it's the metal bit underneath.
So do you know the old style suspension, which was just a metal
like
bar?
Or the metal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
okay.
metal bar.
So
Gotcha.
that smacked into his head. And I quickly went over to him. I says, look, come and sit down. And I fought on my toes. I saw a blue glove, one of the blue gloves. I said, let's fill that with water, tie a knot in it, use that as a cold compress against your head while I go and get the accident book. Let's fill it out straight away, get everything done. And afterwards, he was absolutely bamboozled. He says, Jermaine, no one's ever done this with me and gone through stuff like this. Normally it just gets overlooked. Me, like Tom, I'm dead onto my health and safety. I want people to go to work and go home to see their wife and kids. I want them to be able to live. We're not going to work to die. So he was quiet, and he just says, like, he told his wife how I dealt with him, and he come back the next day and bought me some Garibaldi's. I know it's just random, but it's biscuits that I liked, and yeah. So what I was trying to say is, there's a lot of people out there. It's like a proactiveness. They're not going to do it. They never act on anything. They're reactive rather than proactive. If you can see a problem, why aren't we sorting it out beforehand? And people like Tom, when that's happened, there's clearly a problem. Right, how do we fix it going forward? If anything, you want to be sat with Tom. Right, what did you go through? Let's give you support. Once you're ready to come back to work, you're going to be on full pay until you come back to work, because this is not your fault you're off work. This is something on our side that we've totally missed. As soon as you come back, we're going to sit you down, and we're going to try and do a new, safer way to get this done so future employees don't have to suffer the same thing that you've just gone through.
I will say, now that you've said this, let me just shout out one company, which is Travis Perkins. That is a company that genuinely cares about health and safety. So
that reminds me of our sponsor, Travis Perkins. So
he does love Travis Perkins, and I think
honestly,
I
have a lot of love for TPs. I have a lot of love for TPs.
Shout out to TP if you want to sponsor the podcast in any way. We do speak about you a hell of a lot.
Hey, honestly, so they had some incidents where people were, I think, an incident where some wood came off the top of a truck and hit a car windshield. No one was injured, no one was hurt, or maybe someone got slightly injured. But they basically changed the way that you're not allowed to stack wood on top of bulk bags now at Travis Perkins. You're not allowed to do that, like multiple stacking and stacking and stacking. That's not allowed. Yeah. Like, if you have to make two trips...
because it's not stable.
Because it's not stable, it's not safe. If you have to make two trips, then you make two trips. If it's going to cost 100%. Them more money, that's fine. This is how we're doing it. This is the safe way to do it. And Travis Perkins does seem to make the changes for safety, and so that they've got a near miss reporting system where, like, if something nearly happens, and you know what, like I used to take advantage of it a little bit, because if there's something I wanted doing, if I wanted like a new machine to do something, I found if I put a near miss in about it, I'd usually get said thing.
That's funny. That's awesome.
So like I'd said, oh, there's loads of debris. Someone nearly tripped up over this stuff. I can't sweep fast enough, and so I got myself a brand new brush for the front of the forklift.
Yeah, too right.
I mean, you know
That's
what?
brilliant.
They were very, very good for health and safety. And don't get me wrong, I understood there was a level of what I was talking about before, where there was a bit of corporate protection, stuff like that. But you know what? It went hand in hand, and I felt it was the right. I felt it was the right combination. Honestly, I would.
Well, that's how all companies should be.
My caveat to what I said before would be Travis Perkins. I'd be honest with you. If a TP job comes up, and I am looking, it's honestly less money than what I'm now by quite a bit. But you know what?
If you're going to be happy though.
I've
never seen you look like this in a long, long time. I think in all the time I've known you, I've never once seen you red-faced, angry, and so down. You've lost that spark. 100%.
You called me up one morning, and it was a morning where you were going for an interview, or you had been in for an interview for a bin company. Was it Biffa?
Yeah.
And you'd been saying to me about the fact that it was more money than what you're currently on at where you are at this place, and you'd said and my way of looking at things is I like to reverse it. And if you can reverse it and it still works, then the calculation then it's a good calculation. So, say for instance, if you go for a job that is £10,000 less, say, if you can say to yourself, would I pay £10,000 to work at a job where I'm happier, where I've got less stress, I enjoy what I'm doing? Would you pay £10,000 for that? And if you can say yes,
a year,
I'll pay 10,000.
I imagine.
£10,000. Yeah, £10,000 a year less.
Yeah, I could be miserable. I could be miserable for that.
That calculation. I'll be honest with you. As miserable as I am right now, if I was on £10,000 a day, I will fucking sit through that shit.
Isn't it crazy that people actually do make that much money sometimes?
Because I'm earning a lot less than what I would have got as the driver manager at Biffa. They was paying, I think, $8,000 more. But I'm so happy where I am. And I'm not earning enough. I'm not earning nowhere near enough, but my work-life balance is just amazing. I get to go gym now every other day. I get to
the people that I work for, they don't appreciate shit I do. They just don't. And that really annoys me. I know they're only 2 years old and 5 years old, but at this point in their life, they should actually say thank you when I give them a meal. You know what I mean?
They should, but again, think of it this way, David. If the calculation doesn't work the other way around, if you can't reverse it, then just leave them. They're fine.
You can literally be the black guy in this.
You know what? I do smile a lot with them.
For a loaf of bread.
Honestly, I consider myself the fact that I'm not paying $150 a day in daycare. I consider that I make now $150 a day by watching my kids because I'm not spending it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I look at it.
If the calculation works the other way around.
Mothers don't get that, right? So mothers in the UK obviously get child benefit or whatever, but there's nowhere near as much as if they were to give them for a few hours to a kid. You've got to pay them like $2,000 a month. Well, hold up, why aren't all the women getting $2,000 then when they're stay-at-home mums?
Now, some people would argue that they chose to be a mom. They chose, the ridiculous.
Yeah, and I get that, but I think mums should get just as much as a person that's caring for 6 hours. You have to pay as a dad or mum because you work, or you got to pay them $2,000 to go childcare. Well, hold up, you stay at home then, you raise the kids, then they should give me $2,000. You know what I mean? I don't get it.
In a perfect world, yeah. Yeah.
I love that though. Ball and chain, terrible argument. The world would collapse without women unpaid. Oh no, actually, I didn't say
unpaid
that.
labor.
Yeah, no. I actually want women to be paid because they do a hard job.
But
I do have a solution to all this. It's not just doom and gloom, by the way.
Oh, David's argument was terrible. Yeah, good one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it always is. It always is. Yeah, so I have got a solution to all of this. So it's not all doom and gloom. Don't panic. I'm not gonna.
Don't give it away just yet.
No.
To be continued.
No, I'm going to give it right now.
Next episode.
No, it's
next
not.
Next episode.
Listen, my solution.
Jamma, I'm
going
to cut it off right here. He's not. He can say whatever he wants. It's not going out.
Because at the end of the day, I am done with managers. I am done with them. I cannot deal with them anymore. So I've been having.
You're going to become one.
No.
Oh.
Guns. Guns are the solution here.
Is this an acronym?
No. The world, I think, needs more guns, and that's what I've decided. I'm probably going a little bit more in depth.
No,
you're
good.
No, do not.
Right.
No,
Okay, cool, anyway.
Okay.
no,
So
no, don't go into depth. Don't go into depth. That's a to be continued. Right there, cliffhanger.
There we are.
Right. I feel really stupid now about my confession.
Why?
Because you've had that really hard story that you've had to go through. And here's me trying to... Wait, there's something that I've got a guilty pleasure about, and I've never told anybody this, and I daren't say it now because... you just... I don't even know how to come off the back of that. But
what, the gun part or the other bit?
no, obviously, what the story that you've gone into with that.
Yeah.
Because I did tell you for so long, and you was always trying to be the upbeat.
Yeah, I'm not
guy
listening
from
to
there.
you and you're fucking all down and fucking hating the world. I want to hate the world at my own time.
But it's true, the world doesn't care, does it? When you think about it, it only cares about itself. It would do like when you're a kid, you're taught by your parents, be nice and share and be kind. And then the minute you get to like 18 for a job, you make sure you get that job. Don't matter about yours. You get that. And it's weird. It's a warped way. Like at school, you're told what's right and wrong, but at college and university, you're told to question people. I think it just warps people's mind because you are someone's baby, right? And you are the person you are today. You've been moulded into that person from all of your life experiences, as is David. We're all someone's baby at one point, and we all get moulded, shaped from what we see, what we hear, our social circles, and we sort of go over there and we listen to that, or we might want that. You know, people think I'm weird. Like my kids think I'm weird because I do a podcast with you guys. Like, Dad, what are you doing? Why are you talking? I said, well, you're on TikTok all day. It's the same thing, isn't it? But
Yeah,
I'm interacting
basically, yeah.
with my friends. And, I have no idea where I was going with that. But what I'm trying to say is you've just got to make yourself happy. You really are. Because I've never seen you like that. And it is quite concerning to see you quite down like
Now,
that.
we are going to find out about what Tom is talking about the guns thing.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh,
But
we're
here's the
literally
thing.
going to hold this off. I like this.
But-
I like
but
Is it
this.
going to be in your game?
Me and Jamma are going to find out right now. But everyone else is going to have to wait till the end of the episode. So I'm going to cut this part.
Oh, I like that.
And you can find out at the end. So anyway, so Tom, okay, carry on.
Yeah, so
All right.
like David alluded to, we're going to do something a little different and just, trying it out, see how you guys like it. Are either of you guys on Reddit? I know David's not.
No.
I have read it. I don't use it often.
Okay.
I don't really
have
touch it
read it.
at
Isn't
all.
it just a website? Or is it an app too?
Yeah, there's an app.
Well, I've got there's an app, yeah, and I've got an account.
Isn't it just
with
moaning people on there?
It depends what Reddit page you're on. There's a lot of different stuff.
There's
But I'm sure there's a
everything.
lot of mourning people though.
There's
Literally
like Mumsnet
everything.
or something as well. Oh.
They have groups for everything. There, you could have a show subreddit. You can have like the bigger ones. Am I the asshole? Today I fucked up. Confessions, or I can't remember what that one's called. True off my chest. But yeah, if you have an interest, there's probably a subreddit for it. So, I'm gonna read you some, and we can discuss. I'm gonna give you a choice. So, would you like, today I fucked up by thinking my son was having gay sex when he was just eating hummus, or do you want the poop knife?
Poop knife. I don't want to eat geese.
Obviously.
I kind of want to hear the hummus story. If I'm
me
honest
too.
with you.
I mean,
Yeah, the hummus is one for me.
we can do two.
Poop
I was
knife for me,
I was planning on doing two. There's some other ones, but
The
yeah.
poop knife. Is that an innuendo for something as well?
Wait, hold on a
I
second.
feel poop knife was a mix up with a Nutella, which went very awry.
Is this kind of like the puke bowl?
Yeah,
Chris,
it's-
That's like a meat injection.
The
A little
puke
bit.
bowl is where we all have that one bowl that when a kid is sick, that this is the bowl that you give your kid next to the bed if they ever need to puke.
it's very white culture.
Wait, is that a white culture thing?
Yes, it is.
I feel left out.
There's like whole.
I feel left out.
You shouldn't. It's fucking disgusting. It shouldn't have existed, but yeah, we totally had a puke bowl. The poop knife is like total Reddit lore. Like it's kind of like infamous. So would you like me to start with that?
Yeah, do poop knife.
Okay.
Poop knife.
Do poop knife.
It sounds like something else.
I think Tom said that it's specifically so his fiance would hear it.
Yeah, I did. Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I did. Yeah.
Okay. So, forgive me. Sometimes my tongue gets like tied when I'm reading, but hopefully this goes well. So, my family poops big. Maybe it's genetic. Maybe it's our diet. But everyone births giant logs of crap. If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush. It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you. Growing up, this was a common enough occurrence in our family that we had a poop knife. It was an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room, only to be used for that purpose. It was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, can you get me the poop knife?" I thought it was standard kit. You have your plunger, your toilet brush, and your poop knife. Fast forward to 22. It's been a day or two between poops, and I'm over at my friend's house. My friend was a local dealer and always had guests over because you can't buy weed without sitting on your ass and sampling it for an hour. I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and see that it's a sideways one, so I crack the door and call out for my friend. He arrives, and I ask him for his poop knife. My what? Your poop knife, I say. I need to use it. Please. What? WTF is a poop knife? Obviously he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver? A dung divider? A guano glaive? I explain what it is I want and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people start laughing. It turns out the music stopped and everyone heard my pleas through the door. It also turns out that none of them had poop knives. It was just my fucked up family with their fucked up bowels. FML. I told this to my wife last night, who was amused and horrified at the same time. It turns out that she did not know what a poop knife was and had been using the old rusty kitchen knife hanging in the utility closet as a basic utility knife. Thankfully, she didn't cook with it, but used it to open Amazon packages. She'll be getting her own utility knife now. Edit. Common question. Why was this not in the bathroom instead of the laundry room? Answer. We only had one poop knife, and the laundry room was central to all three bathrooms. I have no idea why we didn't have three poop knives. All I know is that we didn't. We had the one, possibly because my father was notoriously cheap about the weirdest things. So yes, we shared the poop knife.
What the hell? But I can understand it.
That cannot be real.
It's real.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. This is very similar to the puke bucket. Like, really similar.
I think
and everyone mocks me for cutting. I do the chop with my own ringo. Chop it up. I've always done the chop. Just do it myself.
Oh, I got you. As you're going, you're chopping.
So what they're actually saying is, they're so big but so long that they're getting lodged over the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son has
is what this is. How is this possible?
You know what? We had a neighbor,
yes, Spanner.
like my brother's friend that used to come and use our bathroom, and it was like a big U, and it couldn't go down the drain. He needed a poop knife for sure.
Oh my god!
But I think this
the Morrison's incident. It just filled. It just was just. Yeah. It wasn't hanging. It was just perfectly just all over. There was
Tom,
no escape.
We may have a few 100,000 new listeners since we last heard that story. So, can you maybe give us the cliff notes on that story again? The Morrison incident.
The Morrison's incident. I feel like most people who listen to this podcast have heard the Morrison's incident by this point. But to recap,
lore.
Yeah. Oh, very much so. This is like as old a story as it comes. I was going to Morrison's. I was in need of a poop. I went to the toilet and I filled the bowl completely. I was unable to flush. So I thought I would use the toilet brush besides and, give it a good squidge in there, which just further compacted it in and made it just an impenetrable wall. And then as I retrieved the toilet brush, I then realised I now have a shit, lolly. There's no other way of putting it. It's now just a lolly full of shit, and I was unable to, don't know what to do with it. So I thought I'll try and flick it off, and tried to flick it off, but was unable to, and it started spraying down the wall. David's face. There's now a toilet that's nearly overflowing,
you've run out.
Something that's just filled with shit, and I left, and there was a man there, and I said to the man, maybe don't go in there, and left, and then regrouped, and then the telecom announcement started to come through of panicked people needing to go to the toilet immediately, and as we were exiting, the manager and cleaning staff were there, shutting the entire bathrooms down because they were now inaccessible. But apart from that, it went quite well.
Okay. I keep forgetting about that story. I don't know why my brain just doesn't want to hold it in there, and just yeah, okay.
That's why I have my surprised face.
Well, I think it speaks to family dynamics, and it's not something most of us talk about, right? We don't talk about our pooping habits and what happens in a bathroom, and it could be so insular, a poop knife family.
Do you ever, even as a parent, I don't remember how I learned how to wipe my ass. Mm-hmm. I don't think I was ever told. I don't remember. Again, I was probably 4 or 5 or something. That, you know what I mean? I do remember screaming from my mom to wipe my ass. I used Scream. You know what I mean? As in and now my son does it. My son will literally scream at us to wipe his ass. You know what I mean? And
children are great. That's what we've learned here.
So, I forgot what I was going to say. When you're okay, so for all I know, I'm teaching my son how it's done, but it's not the way you should do it. I don't know. I was never taught. It's kind of one of those things that you don't really Google, or you don't really watch videos on, or you don't even know what is the right way to do something that you've never been told. And if you are passing it on, cause I've tried sharing it with him. I'm like, it works for me. I kept telling him what works, what I do, maybe not be what mom does. I've never actually seen mom do this. You know what I mean? As in so you maybe want to try your own way, if you don't like the way I do it, but just, keep the toilet paper. Try not to do too much toilet paper, because that could make the bathroom, the toilet clog as well. So yeah.
You should just learn from the dog. When you see the dog just scrape across the floor with its bum 'cause it's got worms or something. Imagine if we all did that. What are you doing? Well, that's just a normal, mate. It's just got this snail trail behind you.
You didn't do this in your family?
I think you'd have to spread your butt cheeks apart, because I don't think you'd have good contact with the ground otherwise.
That's true.
Yeah, well,
I don't think you'd get that enjoyment of the grass.
You will if you do it through wet grass, that morning dew, and just slide across that, because you'll get it's like a B-day.
Yeah, but now we do have those. Our downstairs bathroom has that little option where it squirts water up there, and it's
life-changing.
You just got to dry it afterwards.
Well, it's in that Gucci area. But yeah, the chop for me. So it is like a poop knife, but it's an inbuilt poop knife around the rectum.
Yeah, okay.
Squeeze it out.
I don't. Yeah.
Got a nice.
I desperately want to hear the other one. The
hummus. All right.
The hummus.
Go ahead.
Today I fucked up by thinking my son was having gay sex when he was just eating hummus. So I, 39 female, have a son, 15 male, and he brought a friend round today. They immediately went to their room, and I assumed they would play some video games or whatever. So I was totally fine leaving them. It was about 30 minutes in when I was walking past. I heard sounds such as, "Oh my God, that's so good," and "It's so good with that in it," and various sounds. It really sounded like they were having gay sex, which I want to just clarify. It's just sex. Anyways, I was super weirded out by it, so I quickly went downstairs and waited for his friend to leave. When his friend left an hour or two later, I asked my son what they were doing in his room, because although I don't mind him being gay, and I know it's normal for teenagers to have sex, a condom really should be used, so I plan to confront him about that. Sorry, this is...
Was there hummus on it?
Sorry, there's more.
That's what I think most of us have taught at the start.
Sorry. Okay, so... However, the answer shocked me to my very core. They weren't having sex, they were eating hummus. I was shocked and initially didn't believe it. We had never had hummus before, and I asked him to show me the hummus if this was true. So he did, and I ate hummus for the first time in my life. And oh my God, was it good. We experimented with different things in it, like bread and carrots, and it was great. Apparently his friend had heard about how he had never had hummus before and thought this was absurd, so had planned a date for a hummus party. So yeah, it ended up being quite a good ending. I discovered how nice hummus was. TLDR, thought my son was having gay sex. He really just liked hummus.
Right, so I have immediately some fucking issues with this. Hummus is garbage.
Yeah.
It tastes like shit.
Because you know exactly what shit tastes like.
I will never forgive my stepdad.
He's definitely licked it.
He made. We were. I remember the islands that we're on in Scotland. We went to go and watch puffins. It was at Isle of Westeros. It was, and we went to go and watch puffins. And he packed sandwiches, and I had Dairy sandwiches, and the Dairy sandwiches were packed with the hummus sandwiches.
Sorry, Dairy?
Dairy. It's like a cheese. It's like a soft. Yeah. It's like a delicious soft cheese. Gotcha. So he gave me one of these sandwiches, and I kept telling him it tastes like fucking hummus. It's horrible. I don't want to eat it. He then, after about like however many mouthfuls, then takes a bite of my sandwich, realizes I've been eating hummus, and then apologizes. I do not forgive you. You make me fucking eat hummus. I told you it was hummus. I fucking told you it wasn't Dairy, you bastard.
You want to calm down, you wheel up.
Because he'd look directly in the camera.
I can't remember where I was going with that, if I'm honest with you. I feel like some childhood trauma.
Like bloody angry, that angry bloke out of Simpsons, that Willie. Here, Willie.
I just fucking hate. I don't like hummus. Go fuck yourself, hummus.
So with regards to the story,
listening to this
oh yeah, the story.
So I have no beef with hummus. I think it's good. It's fine. Meaning, as in, like, it's not my favorite thing in the world. If it's there and it has good chips or good crackers and it has a little side thing like a little chili sauce or something like that, I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, and there's variations of it. You know, just your standard, just hummus. You know, like, you know, it's whatever. You know, but yeah, sometimes they do come in better flavors. The little chili going on there or something. You know, or a little roasted something or another gets put onto the label. I don't know, whatever. It's fine. You know what I mean? And like, if I'm starving, I love it. I will eat. I'll eat the crap out of it. You know. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, but the whole thing, with the story itself, there's it is funny. It is funny. Now, just a curiosity: is the son actually gay, or did the mom think that he was gay because of the sounds coming from the room?
Yeah,
not that matters.
She assumed from the sounds like he's probably gay.
Oh, okay.
But there's an update.
Oh, it is an update.
Oh.
You ready?
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Today I fucked up by thinking my son was eating hummus when he was actually having gay sex.
Okay. Now I understand, because at first
out.
it was like, okay, that's interesting. I don't know.
So yeah.
Better stuff on Reddit.
So yeah, the majority of you were right. They were having sex. I did think it sounded like it. They ate some hummus first, then put it away, didn't do anything at the same time like some of you freaks suggested, and then had sex. My son's boyfriend, I think they're boyfriends, saw the post and couldn't stop laughing, so told my son, thinking it could be about them, who told me because I think he felt a little bit guilty about hiding it. Other than that, nothing really exciting happened. We had a long, awkward talk. I told him I don't really endorse him having sex, but he should really use a condom, etc. Now, on to the more important thing. Hummus. I really like hummus now. I've never had it before because it just looked kind of disgusting, but I have learned appearances can be deceiving. It was homemade, so I'm going to ask for the recipes so I can make more of it. Also, what are some other things to dip in it? Anyways.
Carrots. Oh, we already said that.
TLDR, my son is actually gay, but I also really like hummus.
Okay.
I've never tried hummus in my life, but I have watched hummus.
Really?
Yeah, I've never tried it. I've seen how it's made in the big...
Actually, how is it made?
It was on that channel, like I was saying, that how things are made, and it shows you how to do like protein and stuff as well, and it just goes into factories. So,
What the fuck, Tom?
it's Gavlar. Gavlar, don't taste the son's homemade hummus. It won't be called hummus though, would it? Would it be called hummus?
Oh, wow.
Oh, dear.
Wow, that's...
Homemade hummus.
That's actually impressive. I've never, however, it seems so obvious to say that.
Yeah,
But-
hummus.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. So that was a good little story. I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Silly.
I like it's just funny how he saw like out of the billions and millions and millions of Reddit stories out there, he just happened to come across that.
It probably got a lot
know
of
what I mean?
engagement. It got like thrown to the front page, but yeah, it is very
Okay.
funny. But like the top comment on this is next update. I thought my son was having an orgy, but he was just eating a charcuterie board with his friends.
I do
so
love the
many after
comment
that.
sections.
The
I
comments-
really do.
Sometimes
Might
the
stop
comments
reading
are
this
the
thing.
best.
Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some really good ones out there.
It's a great way to figure out if your material is good or not. If your comment makes it, like if you're like a comedian, and like it's just because usually whatever the first comment is in anything, it's funny.
The best comedy joke I ever heard was from Sean Locke, and sorry people if you're going to be put off by this, but this is brilliant.
This is the guy
How do
from
you stop?
8 out of 10 Cats
Yeah.
Countdown.
He's been
Okay.
out. He's been in loads of things. Yeah.
Oh.
He's not here no longer. Passed away. Bless him.
Oh.
Great comic. Died of
Oh.
cancer. Yeah. Bless him. So the first joke that how do you stop a dog from humping your leg? You pick it up and suck its cock. And that was it. I was gone.
Wasn't
Past
expecting
the
that.
brain bleach.
Oh, that is so funny. I kind of was more expecting you shoot it, but no, that's way better. Yeah, he was my favorite part. He definitely was my favorite part. All right, Desmond's on his way down, by the way. And Caleb's at the door.
Speaking of some good British comedy, so Caleb's been talking about a series called Cuckoo for fucking ages.
Brilliant.
And
yeah.
it's we've finally got around to watching it. I didn't. She has said this before, but for some reason I hadn't. It hadn't kind of occurred. She's told me, but for whatever reason, it's not kind of gone in my brain. But Andy Samberg's in it, who are fucking. I love him, and fuck me. And the thing is, it's some good British humour. I can fucking see where the joke's going. Like it's like it sets it up in such a perfect because Sean Locke was known as the comedian's comedian. Like it was a comedian for comedians, people who understood the principles of the joke, and this Cuckoo it's clearly geared almost towards comedians of that British love of comedy, and you can see where the joke's going. Like I just watched one with the cat, and so we're only in the first season, and I'm like, well, the cat's gonna die, and I knew it was. And even though you can see the fucking drum beats going on, that anticipation of stuff happening, it's true comedy, true British comedy, and it's fucking hell, that's some good watching there. If you've not watched that, then
I have
okay.
not.
I would highly recommend it. I feel like it's something I can do. Also, as well, I bought a car.
Hey, what car you got?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about this. Well, just quickly, Spanner, you still there? I need to know if he's still there. because I feel like he's going to get angry at me. I just need to just double check.
After this, we're gonna do the new segment that my wife wants to do.
Well,
all right.
No,
I'm just saying after.
No, before this.
Before this.
Before
can I quickly ask a question?
Oh yeah, that's right. Because this is the end of the show.
Yeah. This is the end of the show, so we're going to end the show in a second, but we're not going to end the show because there's still the beginning or the middle part of the show. But okay,
right.
He's here. Oh no. So yeah, we bought an electric car. And it's a Toyota. Right. Anyways, should we end the show?
Awesome. You bought an electric car. Oh.
I have to admit, I'm with Spanner on this one, mate.
I'm with you, Tom. All right. Now, why did you buy an electric car? Is it pure electric or is it hybrid?
No, it's completely electric.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, completely electric, yeah. It's a
What's
Toyota,
wrong with an electric car?
Toyota Urban Cruiser is what we got. Green.
Sounds like an SUV. Is it a car or SUV?
It's a compact SUV is what they class it as.
Yeah.
But it's got like a 250 mile 250 mile range to it.
That's just really good.
It's not bad at all. And when we go and see her family down in Wales, it in my car costs about £70.
Return?
Return.
Okay.
Yeah, down there and back. It costs about £70. And in this one, and we can do it in one shot, we'll charge it down there and then charge it on the back. It'll cost about £9 or £10 to do it in the electric car.
Hey, if you use their electricity,
cheaper. Well, you see, from Leicester, you'd have to do it in like two, but it's still.
How much does it cost to get that electric thing on your house? Isn't that like £1,500 as well? Or does the company you buy it from, do they buy it?
No, you don't need it. They're like £900. You don't need it though. You can just run a cable out. I mean, because for what the amount of times you're actually using it, you'll only charge it up every couple of weeks.
Can you make it to where you're only charging it at nighttime? Where I don't know about you guys.
Yes, 100% yes.
Yeah.
Can I come along and cut the wire?
Well, no, it's on our private driveway. It's not going.
Remember that woman? Remember that woman near you who kept moaning?
Jamma, talk about your guilty pleasure.
I'm going to give you guys three. Between you, you've got to try and guess what that guilty pleasure might be.
Are we guessing right now, or are you going to say something first?
I'm just going to say that there's something that I like listening to. So there's a clue. It's something that I listen to. Music.
I feel like it should be 20 questions, maybe. Is it a podcast?
No.
Is it music?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a certain type of music. So is it a kind of music that usually is for one particular country?
Yes. Oh okay. No, actually, two countries.
So two different countries really enjoy this.
I think obviously they're the most popular. Yeah.
They're maybe shared around the world, but one particular country particularly likes this type of music. So
Yes.
So now would this country be kind of Asia?
No.
Okay. American?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say you like country music.
Yeah. That was easy, wasn't it?
It's kind of gotten quite popular now as country.
When I was growing up, obviously having an Irish mother, I listened to a lot of Daniel O'Donnell, which is a little bit country, if you like. It sounds country-ish. And I was flicking through YouTube yesterday and I come across this lovely lady called Ella Langley.
Okay.
And and I just keep listening to it and I like it. Like Teddy Swims.
And she's an American.
She's
an American
Alabama,
country
Alabama,
star.
Yeah, she's brilliant, great voice. And so I was playing at work today and everyone was just saying, Jermaine, what are you doing, mate? You normally got rap on or the 80s or the Smiths or whatever. And I'm like, but they all sound the same with country. You can actually hear the accent. So like rap, where it talks, rock has got its own thing because rock is rap, but just louder. And country has a twang where you can actually hear the accent. Now, if you were to put Whitney Houston, Bruno Mars, whoever, when they sing, they all sing just in a normal. It's just a normal singing voice. There's no twang to it. There's no accent, and and that's what gets me. I like that country sound. Yeah, and there's a thing coming on over here that's dedicated to the Cowboys songs and that in Leicester. So I might be going to my very first one.
That's kind of cool. Okay,
that's kind of cool. I like that.
I was figuring. I thought it might be something else. Is all. A lot of people like their country music. I don't particularly like it. I think maybe because of the whole, I don't know, biased reasons, politics. I don't know.
Politics?
See, I
don't know that deep. I just like the melody and so what
I don't know.
I
The thing is, I don't like the melody. I actually just don't think I care about the accent. Maybe I don't know what it is, because before I was even into politics or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And I even know I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to politics, but
so think more on the basis of live
instruments.
Instruments being played rather than a generic digital style that I used to do when I used to build my own beats on Cubase and on Reason or Adobe software like Premiere and all that. With that, it's live. And then when you go to a live gig and you see them playing those live things, there's a talent there. And you're looking at it, you're like, oh, I wish I could just pick up my guitar. Like, I've got an acoustic guitar. I can't play it. But it's my retirement thing. So when I'm retired, I've got something to try and learn how to play.
If your fingers can actually move like that. Because, carpal tunnel and all of the above.
Yeah. Well, then I'll go
not easy. Your
like
fingertips hurt like a motherfucker. Because you have to press those frets. You got to fret it, you know what I mean? It's like, I have to give up.
They are quite hardy, because I do practice 15 minutes when I can.
Okay.
But I don't know, when I put rap on, I get a lot more road rage. My hat gets lower, I start becoming, you know what I mean? But when I listen to like trance or my dance music, like my classic RB for stuff, I drive faster because I feel like I'm in the club and I just want, you know what I mean? But with country, it just mellows me out. Really mellows me out.
Hey, if it works for you, it works for you, lad.
Puts me in a great place, yeah. So yeah.
So I'm guessing
That's
your
my
topic
little
is
guilty pleasure.
that what are our little guilty pleasures?
But where's this going in the podcast just quickly? Because I'm so fucking confused what's going on right now.
I have no idea, dude. There was a segment, and I just figured, he never got to do that, but we got to do this first, and then we have the middle part at the end. So are we throwing this part in too? Because so that's basically how I thought of it.
What's your guilty pleasure? Well, you know that you like grass. What's your guilty pleasure? Besides the game, besides the grass, that's your little thing that nobody else perhaps knows about. And because that was mine.
I have no idea.
Really knew that I liked that.
I have no idea.
In my
Tom,
car
do you
on
have
my
one?
own.
Thinking, I don't know. Do I have a guilty pleasure?
That is interesting. I don't know.
Kale says fat girls. That was Kale's response. Thanks, Kale.
Maybe I can update you next week, because it's one of those questions that you may not even realize that you have a guilty pleasure.
It's something you do in your own time, basically, you know. Because like me, I listen to it in the car.
I do have my video games. I do have my TikTok videos that I watch. Would this be considered a guilty pleasure to where, those auditors on YouTube and TikTok or whatever, where they're trying to they're just standing there on the sidewalk, a public easement, and they're videotaping.
Hate them people.
No,
I'm friends with one of them.
What I hate is the people I'm doing something legal right now. What I'm doing, because they're trying to catch people out. Why are you coming to me?
Such fucking assholes for no reason.
My friend's one of them.
It's like the person that went into Tesco's and he went in with a £5 coin or whatever it like that. Oh, this is legal tender, and it says on your website at section 5 that this is legal tender. Yeah, but it doesn't.
But it's right.
No, it's not. It wasn't right.
Listen.
No, because they have the right
ones.
to refuse. Same thing as the fucking Scottish thing. He's not. He's just being an arsehole. Some people are just fucking arseholes.
Tom, listen. It gets you. I know it gets you. It gets everybody, and that's why he does it. Think about it. If you're going around a film and nobody responds to it, he can't put the video up. So he wants that fight. They do antagonise people. So my friend's one of the biggest YouTubers now doing it, right? Lives near me. I know his name. I've seen his mum and dad as well. And I met the bloke and he gave me a key ring. You all might know him as DJ Audits, right? He's one of... I actually spoke to him
I've never heard of it
in person. And he's actually a really nice guy. He's not what he makes out to be. I know.
So he's a nice guy to
hates
you.
him.
Okay.
No, he's just a nice guy. He owns his own business. Because
I
we
know
all
people
said,
who own businesses who are assholes.
yeah, no, but listen, this is what we all said on this Facebook group. Let's all go to his business and start filming and send the drone up outside his business.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely. Absolutely.
To see how they react.
The only thing that I have is that the people he's literally doing something legal. You're the only reason why we're even seeing this is because the rest of the people in the video are being stupid,
uneducated people. Yeah.
And it's not even uneducated. Even the cops are like, I'm allowed to be here. Some cops will be like, yeah, he's allowed to be here. What can we do?
They actually call the cops
he's allowed
and waste
videotape.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah, he's allowed videotape you guys from anywhere in public. There is 50 cameras already pointing at you that you don't care about. Why all of a sudden are you caring about him? You know what I mean? He's literally, this is what his job is, to make sure that he can get away with stuff, and this is what gets clicks, and this is what gets views, and I get the guy that I hate the most, but I'm sure, and I just that Mikey guy who videotapes people in England with their phones.
Yeah. The woman in the car, seeing him on the phone on a cyclist. Yeah, I know the one. You got
and
Chris Eubanks.
I fear for
some points on his license.
The same guy. I fear for his life. I really do. You know what I mean? As in, he's going to piss off.
Tom did. He reported something, and Tom gets the backlash, and those auditors are doing the exact same thing. You're angry with.
He has shown videos of people in stop and go traffic where it's just stopped, and he's on his phone, just kind of just replying to a message, and the guy caught him, and and as in he's maybe the most nicest guy in the world, who just a quick little message, whatever. He doesn't really have to pay attention right now because he knows he's at a light or whatever and all of a sudden now this guy has lost his job because he was a taxi driver, and he should know better. I'm like, why just you're an asshole. You're just I don't know.
What did you do before phones?
What?
What did you do before phones? If you were driving around before mobile phones were so accessible today, so why can't we just carry on like that today?
I'd probably read a magazine, I would think.
Well, before phones, I wouldn't have done anything. I would have just...
There you go then. So let's just drive and do nothing other than driving. We're driving a killing machine. Let's concentrate on that.
Yeah, but he's not, the killing machine isn't moving.
But he could slip the clutch and move forward.
Well, you could say the same thing about a person driving at legal speed limit and all of a sudden got to punch your tire and kill somebody that way. The same, you know what I mean? You're talking about the same kind of odds here in this thing. Just because something can happen, they might as well just make cars illegal.
No, because that would be an accident.
Because, they could kill somebody, let's just make them completely illegal. So your argument is absolutely so fucking stupid, it pisses me off.
No, it's not. Because if you hit a pothole...
and you could go fucking forward.
Listen.
You could do that while you're fucking watching the guy in the fucking back reading the fucking...
If you hit a pothole and lose control, that's an actual accident. But if you're doing something that's taking your eyes off what you're supposed to be doing, then you are causing the problem.
Slipping your fucking foot off the clutch.
You could.
You know what I mean? That can happen any time whatsoever. It doesn't. You could.
How many people stole the cars?
You might as well just get rid of all billboards and writing that could be visible from the car window. You know what I mean?
But you're looking forward when you're looking at those, and they're big, and they're further down the field. So you've seen how many cars are crashed due to phones.
Have you even heard me?
See, Vi, what's going on here is why the reason why I don't like watching these.
Why it comes to
make people angry.
Something,
and
all right? You're not going to win this.
I don't like it.
Go on AI. How many people died through drink driving versus those on a phone? And I bet the phones were higher than drink drivers.
Yeah, all I'm saying, you shouldn't be on the phone while you're driving. But I'm just saying,
that's what I said.
You know what? No, I'm just saying when you're stopped and you want to do a quick message, that's fucking fine. All right, but this guy loses his fucking job because of it. All right, because don't tell me that you've never done that. Are you? If
it's
put
against
your phone
the law,
in the very back,
because I'm a literal guy. If someone tells me a rule, I have to stick to that rule because of the way I was brought up by a violent.
Okay,
dad,
so you're one of the very few people in this entire world who has, because there was a rule, you have never touched your phone once while the car was actually
in my
driving.
car. I've got hands free, and I can say, "Hey Siri, call this."
Okay,
like
so before Siri
happened,
before Siri happened, was there? What did you do?
CD. Put the CD in just before I start the car. Pop my CD in, press play, and drive.
I'm going to tell you guys some famous words of a a very wise person called Cuckoo. This conversation's boring me, and I don't care about it. Oh, okay. I'm going to make guns.
You actually make the guns. Oh, you're talking
I'm
about
gonna make...
the laser, the 3D printed guns?
It's basically, yeah, but with a
I
lot
thought
more
Smith
work
and
involved in
Wessons.
it.
Okay.
No, I'm going to... I want to make prop weapons and prop... so I'm currently on with a... No Man's Sky?
No?
It's like a big space game, and I'm currently making one of the multi-tools from it. It's like a handheld thing with a trigger. I'm doing all the electronics inside it, so I'm doing all the wiring to make sure it all lights up.
I love it.
It's not just I'm not just printing something. I want to add something to it.
Now,
But
are you able to like put a little circuit and customize the circuit with the soldering and all that kind
yes,
of weird little stuff?
yeah.
How do you do that? That's so awesome.
So basically, I can show you.
I love David.
I don't have any of my soldering kit with me here. It's,
I've got a soldering kit. I've got all that kind of stuff, and it even comes with little
switch.
boards and wafers and stuff.
Nice.
And isn't like that's so cool. That is.
Please tell me
I
you've
do love
upgraded your robots.
I do love engineering. Do you ever watch the guy what it's made or how I made it?
How
or
it's
something?
made.
He just
Yeah.
no, not how it's made. It's just one dude who has this ridiculous idea, and he's able to create it like a pool where he can make a pool stick and it always works.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And he's made so many ridiculous things, but the engineering in it, and he does this by himself. He's got all.
Oh, the young lad.
Like, the young lad.
Is it the young lad? And he made a hot tub spa thing in the back garden for his parents.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't remember that.
And
one.
then he did
I
other
probably
things like a wall media and a basement, like cave thing, like American.
Oh
bloke.
no! This guy, it's he's done a golf. He created a golf club with that would have the world record for driving because there was shotguns, bullets in there. But there was a ridiculous.
Was this Mark Rober?
No, not Mark Rober. And yes, I can understand why you would think that. But I imagine that he was kind of what he did goes into really big depth of what he does. But he does. He did something very similar. Remember how Mark Rober created that basketball hoop where you couldn't miss?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that was. Oh no, he wasn't. He did. I'm sorry. Mark Rober made a dartboard where you couldn't.
You couldn't miss. Yeah.
All right. But what the other guy did was actually a basketball that you couldn't. And he also did recently. He did a club that wouldn't miss when it comes to putting. And he did an automatic hair cutting thing where you would literally put your head into a dome and it would actually cut your hair.
That's cool.
But he makes all the parts customizable and he does the wiring, and it's just, I find that stuff absolutely amazing. And he's a coder too. He has to do all the coding, and but he's only made like maybe 10 videos, but he's got a few million followers because of how big his videos and how good he does stuff, and he, but anyway, sorry.
Is this his story or Tom's story, by the way?
But I'm sorry. Yeah, not as
he's
if we
already got
never
millions
drifted
of
off into
followers.
something
He's
else.
made.
Well, so
Poor Tom.
I want to make a YouTube series out of this.
Oh,
I think you should just get
there'll be
big wood.
There'll be YouTube.
Just get wood and make tables, mate, like that other guy.
Well, no,
on
so there'll
YouTube.
be
that
basically
really
there's
great guy.
No, so there'll be a YouTube series like as it's kind of the front end of it. So I'll kind of hopefully get a bit of revenue from that there. But then I'll sell like custom prints. So I'm going to sell this one here that I'm currently building. I'll sell that for like hopefully like 150 quid for one gun.
Okay.
And
Oh,
My order's the Halo gun, remember, and the helmet. I want an actual
Which Halo gun?
Actually, I want
because I'm actually that's not my next. It's the one after that. I am doing the one of the Halo, but it's the
I
assault
forget what it's
rifle
called. It's got
from
the
Halo.
triangle. The assault rifle.
No, so
and I
that's
want the
not.
helmet.
It's annoyingly, it's not that one that I'm doing. I'm doing the kind of the basic assault rifle, which is like from the later ones. But I'm gonna have to check with the police. So I'm actually gonna have to have a meeting with the police to basically see what the deal is. Well, because it
could be something real, I suppose.
It's going to look very real, is this. Basically, the whole idea is, so I'm going to make two different versions of these. One is, I want something that you can have as a decorative piece in your house, in which case I want something where it doesn't have the orange tip on it. But then I also want to do a cosplay version of it, which will be a lot tougher. It'll be a lot kind of It'll be using a harder material, so like PTEG, something like that, which is like a kind of more tougher, or ABS possibly. But basically, like a different type of plastic that's harder than the one because I'm currently printing what's called PLA, which is fine for this, but if you want something that's a bit more durable, you want the harder plastics, if that makes sense.
Can you make me the helmet?
Yes.
How many people are going to actually say that to you now? Once you've learned that you can actually make stuff, you can just print stuff out. Ooh,
yeah, I can make it. I can make the helmet. If you want me to, I
seriously,
will do
I'll even pay for all the parts with the Ray-Ban glasses. So when I put it on, I can actually see. That'd be wicked. But I want it to be able to look at people and say, "My work." Don't know if this is allowed on podcast, but shit cunt, good cunt. So I can just avoid or not.
I tell you what, Jammer, if you pay for all the parts, and you come up here for a sizing, I will make you the gun, and I will make you a full suit.
How long would that take? Oh wait, just a sizing. He wouldn't do it in a day. That would be over
no. It would be something where you'd have to come and get sized for it. If you make sure that we've got all the right sizes for everything.
So don't lose or gain any weight in in a month.
Well, I'm on the gym at the minute.
But if you want, we will. I'll have a look at doing you a full suit. That is something I want to go into. So yes.
So now you're going to go into business for yourself.
Absolutely something I can do for you. And in a day, I'll be able to make a good YouTube video out of it. So even with time lost, because in a day, the biggest bottleneck of the business is the printer itself. Mm-hmm. It's currently running right now with prints. Yeah,
but we know that could be upgraded as well throughout as you make more money, put more investment.
Absolutely.
To it.
Oh,
I
actually,
can also
no. Tell a lie.
Myself coming up.
Tell a lie. It has. I have been actively watching it, but there is the printer, and that's I have. Awesome. There's the current print that's ongoing on it right now.
Go on.
Do you know what that is?
Go on, son.
Do you know what that is? So for when I'm working, I'll need a camera facing down to basically show what I'm working on. And I was looking online for a nice one, trying to find something that's work. And I thought, I have a printer. Why didn't I just fucking make it? So I've got myself a proper stand, and this full stand.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
This full stand.
Awesome.
Do you know how much it cost me? £4.
Oh.
I'm just pointing out, for really £12, I can make 3 of them, which I'll need 3 of them, and it's gonna have saved me £90.
You know what? You just made £90 there because there's something that you were going to buy anyway. You know, when I because I'm a homeowner, that means I have to do a lot of fixing myself. I have to do a lot of repairs myself and all that kind of stuff. And it means that I can either hire someone to do the job, or I could buy the equipment myself and
have a double.
Do it. You know, now I have a ton of equipment. And I love it. And every time I buy something, I'm like, I'm justified. I'm okay with it. You know, I don't feel bad because I hate spending. But when it comes to the house, I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, the house needs it, and I'm literally saving us money right now.
You could do handyman stuff. The thing is, with what I'm saying, I am done with bosses. I absolutely am, and I want to be my own boss.
Damn right.
And I also know as well, because I'll be honest with you, this is this is partly your fault. Yes, you prick.
Because it looks like you're looking at him too.
No,
if you looked at the camera, I would have done it like me. Oh, okay. You know?
But I don't want to have to deal with. I want to have customers. I don't want to have bosses. I want to be able to make my own decisions. I want to have to. Like, for instance, like I've already got my own safety equipment. I know what I want to do to keep safe. So I've got I'm doing part of it is going to be I'm spraying. So I've got a full proper mask for doing it. Mm-hmm. But I've checked the rating, stuff like that. By the way, I checked the hearing protection that we have for this place. It's not up to scratch. It does not. It's not the correct rating for it, and this is the one that the issue with this. And so no,
I'll be suing them and using the money to boom your business.
I want to do my own thing.
I want to do my own business.
Get the money, hardest thing, put it into your business.
The hardest thing about doing your own company is that are you going to be able to boss yourself around in a way? You know what I mean? Are you going to be able, like, sometimes you could get lazy. You know what I mean? I literally got lucky. All right. I wasn't, when I did everything, when I started doing the YouTube channel, when I started making the game, it didn't start off as a moneymaker for me. It was just to make things easier for what I was doing. All right. I started doing, I bought a bunch of equipment to make the videos, and there was a lot of cameras. You know that. Cameras are not cheap, and you get what you pay for. God, I wish I bought GoPros right away. Oh my God, I wish I bought GoPros right away. Anyway, I didn't. I bought the really cheap $20 action cameras instead. They don't sync up right. Anyway, but I already had a job, and that was great. So I kind of got to do stuff in my own time, and it didn't matter if I made money. Oh, look at that! I made $50 this month. That's awesome, Yeah. And eventually, I started making money to where I'm on like $500 a month. I'm like, that's pretty good. That's actually like a car payment right there, And then I was struggling to actually get my drone out there, because there was too many airports around where we lived and all that kind of thing. I was like, oh, you know what? Hold on. Because I was actually trying to actually code it, an Adobe product, After Effects, to where I could make the truck actually act like a truck in the animation. And this is before the game, right? I went like, what? Hold on, it'd be easier if I just control it with a game. How do I do that? You know what I mean? Whatever. Again, that's side stuff. But anyway, that's how I actually kind of came up with it. Like, I'll just videotape myself doing it in a game instead. And that way I'll allowed to make the videos. But then that started making money. But I always had my job is the thing. You know what I mean? So I never actually felt like it ever was a job in the first place. And people, I don't know how good I would be. Like, because now I have residual income is the thing. So me doing all those videos, by making the game and everything, right? It made me popular and everything, but now I just have residual income and I kind of don't have to work as hard, you know what I mean? So there's no motivation, and I just can't promise you that I would have been good. Where like, okay, I'm starting to do this, you know what I mean? As in like, it would have been, maybe it might make me more now if that was the case right now. But some people do struggle.
Your problem is
when they are working for themselves to actually do the right thing, and sometimes you might be lazy, and but it depends. Like, you do actually need to make money though, So
it's not lazy; it's comfortable. You get comfortable with it. It's like me. I don't like taking the risk. Like, I do a photography business for weddings and families and events, and people tell me, Jay, just do it full time. That's what makes you happy. That is the one thing that makes you grounded. I love it. I love the editing stuff. But I can't take that risk
till it becomes a job,
because I've got my way.
But because what if you end up losing the passion then? But that's no reason not do something is the thing. You know what I mean? If that makes you happy, you never. What's that phrase that if you're happy every single day you go to work, you never work a day in your life, or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. And whenever I do a wedding, there's definitely never. I never feel like I'm working.
It'd be nice to be able to say to a customer too halfway through the wedding, and like, you're treating me like this, fuck off, bye bye, I'm walking out. You know what I mean? That would be nice too, where because you still have to work for people. Those are technically your bosses, but they're the kind of bosses that, like, you'll still have a job next week. So it's only if one person fires you, it's not the end of the world. But now
I
again,
a lot of hits as well.
The reason why you've can do all this, because you've not got someone to hold you back. When you've got just yourself, I think you have it's unlimited potential. You're literally the only person that can hold you back is you.
Well, the biggest person that can do it, and that has been the case. If I had a boss, when you had a developer, sometimes to tell me what to do, and then I would have done it. It's just that I have myself, and this should have been done a year ago, 2 years ago, and I should have just gotten a proper developer and company and all that kind of stuff. It's just that I was more scared of, like, oh, what if it doesn't work? So again, but yeah, sometimes you are your own worst enemy, and to have an actual person tell you what to do, sometimes I wish that was the case, where I could actually hire a manager to tell me what to do. But anyway, just be aware. You are your own worst enemy when it comes to these things. But yeah, I'm all aboard, dude. When it comes to you starting this and a YouTube channel, and it's just, I'm excited for you, like proper excited. That's going to be awesome. It really, really is.
And on that note, I think it's the end of the podcast. So,
well, hold on. We can do that after this segment.
No, because this is the end of the podcast. Now we're about to do the middle of the podcast. Let me end the podcast, and then we'll do all of the ending. But this is the end of the podcast. Okay. You've made this so confusing. All this is in, by the way. None of this is getting cut out.
Okay.
We're going to fucking
Well,
go
finish
full
it.
confusing.
All right.
Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how is it you got this far? Or maybe you're watching this live like our beautiful Patreons, and this isn't the end of the podcast. This is the middle of the podcast, and there's still a bit more of the podcast to go. But not for you guys who are listening Monday morning, because it is the end of the podcast. I've confused myself. Right. Thank you, and goodbye.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you very much, Tom, for hosting the show. Thank you very much, Jama, for being part of the show now on a regular basis. And, of course, myself. Thanks to me for editing this and recording this because, well, I forgot to ask Tom to do this because we kind of got sidetracked on talking about 3D models and everything that he's been doing. But anyway, and, of course, a really extra special thank you to our Patreons. I'd say without you guys, we wouldn't be doing it, but we still would do it. We would just have less money. But anyway, because, you know, it pays for the software, it pays for the membership for the streaming platform and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, thank you again. Trucker Naza, Phil Starkey, Jack Goodwin, Justin Reaney, Gavin Williams, I'm Having an Orgasm, and Neil Reese. Just seriously, I appreciate you guys staying on this long. And but anyway, okay, that's it. I suppose I've got a new game. Well, I won't say, I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm so excited. I really, really, really am so excited when it comes out because of the stuff that I'm actually able to create now is very funny. Like, I even got a portal system working. Like, seriously, actual portal where the truck goes in and in one door and comes out another door somewhere else. Like, seriously, that's really cool. Anyway, why do I need it? I don't know. I thought about it one day, so then I decided to do it. But it'll be kind of cool. Okay, adios. I'll be the same. Goodbye.